that is static. Okay, static variable is there, static methods or functions are there. Let's see first of all static variable. The memory of the static variables remains the memory of the static variables remains unchanged until the end of the program. Okay, until end of the program. So the general variable value may vary each time it execute. Okay, but the static variable value will not be changed. Okay, that is the meaning they are explaining here. That means it cannot reinitialize. For example, function is there. In that function we have a static variable I is equals to something 1. Okay, so whenever I call this function, if it is a static variable, the value always remains same. If it is non-static, always the I value will be 1. Always the I value will be 1. Okay, so it keep on reassigning, reinitialize the value. Okay, so let's see the example. So these are the two programs which explains static and without static. So this is the program without static, and this is the program with static. Okay, the thing is only the variable we are declared here without static, the variable we declared here with static. Okay, the function we have declared one function, and simply we are increasing the I value, and this function we are calling nearly 10 times, 1 to 10 times we are calling. How many times? 10 times. So whenever if we execute this program, it will print always 1. All that all 10 times it will print 1, because every time it will initialize the memory again. Okay, so whereas in this static variable, so the memory will not be changed until the program ends. Memory will not be changed until the program ends. So what is the initial value? 1. So the next call, for example, first function call, it is a 1. The second function call, the same value will be increased. The same value will be increased, that means 2. So the next call, the same value will be increased. So what is the previous value? 2. The next value will be 3. So like that it will keep on print 1 to 10. But in this case, in the non-static case, it will assign reinitialize again and again to the 1. So if we increase also, the next call, it is reinitialize and it will print 1. Okay, let's see the example with the compiler. So hash include iostream.h, hash include conio.h. Of course, IO map is nothing for we are declaring IO map header for set w function. Of course, we are not using that set w function now. Simply directly I am writing func. Okay, func function. And what I have done, int I have declared a normal variable. I have declared a normal variable. I'm going to print that value. So I have assigned this normal variable with 1. I have assigned normal variable with 1. So cout, I'm printing that value. I'm printing that value. So like this, and after that printing, I'm increasing that value. So this is the function. So void main. Uh, Here I'm doing, simply clear screen, and for int I is equals to 1, I less than or is equals to 10. That means 10 times I'm calling I plus plus. And what is the code inside the for loop is simply calling that function. Okay, get ch. Let's see the output. So this is a normal variable. Okay, so what is the output? All ones, because it is reinitialized again and again. For each function call, it reinitializes every time. Okay, the memory will be changed. For example, I declared it as a static. I declare it as a static. That means it will not change the memory. It will remain the same. So what is the output we got? Increment I value, incremental value as printed, 1 to 10 values printed, because every time the function calls, every time function calls, the existed value will be incremented. Okay, the memory will not be changed, so the existed value will be incremented. This is nothing but a static member, static variable, static member or static variable.